Hey, this is Matt with Fetch a Wrench. Welcome back to my channel. Today, I've got a 2003 Mazda Protege5. All right, the next thing we need to do on this Mazda Protege is replace the alternator because the pulley down there is seized, and I believe that's what parked it. Belt broke, and my brother-in-law parked it and then just never fixed it. So here I am trying to fix it. The most logical way to get this thing out, because it's buried back there, so we got to come up through the top. So you can do it from the bottom, but you got to take off even more stuff. So we're gonna take it off from the top. So you got to remove the cruise control. Some of this has already started. I don't know if this is like a map sensor here. I believe that's a map sensor. This thing we can just lift up and move out of the way. This is the big servo. We can move the map sensor out of the way. These lines need to be loosened up. So that's the AC line, and then your power steering line. There's one more bracket down here, and I'll show you from below what we got to do down there to loosen up this power steering line down there. And then we got to remove the charcoal canister, which should just lift up here. Let's see. Yeah, so that just pops straight up, and we can get that guy out of the way as well. So we got a pretty big hole here now to work in. I'll start loosening some stuff up here at the top, and then we'll get down below and finish it from below. Before you get too far into it, you definitely want to undo the negative terminal on the battery. So I'll go ahead and do that. So from below, you've got these power steering lines secured to the power steering rack. So I'm going to undo these two bolts here. They're pretty rusty, so I'll probably hit those with a PB blaster and maybe a torch and see if I can back those out without breaking them. And then those power steering lines should move pretty freely. All right, those came out really easily. I don't know if I need to do that. We'll see. There's one more up here. I don't know if I'll need to do that one too, or just that one. But it gives us some good flex here. But this one's still pretty stiff back there. I don't know if removing that upper one will make a difference. Yeah, it's right there, so we'll see. I'll give it a try without removing it, and then if I need more space, I'll go ahead and do that. So the next thing I'll do is I'll remove that positive wire there from the alternator, and then I should be able to unplug it. And then there's the lower bolt here. It's a 14 millimeter bolt that runs through the bottom there. I got to loosen that up, and that should be it from below. And then I should be able to go up to the top and loosen those and pull it out from the top. So that upper, or that power wire nut is a 12 millimeter. I got a socket on there, you can see. I'm gonna see if I can break it loose with my Ryobi wrench here. So there it goes. There it goes. It's very rusty. Story of this car's life. All right, so that's all done there. So I don't really need to loosen this up, but I do want to make sure it's lubed up and ready to go when I put the new belt on. So I'm going to put some PB blaster on this whole thing. let that soak. The one we need to remove is this nut here, or this bolt here. I might need to remove that bracket. I've seen some people do that to give you extra room to pull out the alternator. We'll see if I actually need to do that or not. So we'll kind of try the same method. I'll see if I can break this thing loose here. So I'm just basically working these threads. I just want it to move smoothly. So leave it there. And then, so that upper mounting bolt is pretty dang tight. So I've got this mini breaker bar on there. We'll see what happens. All right, that broke loose. I should be able to get my Ryobi wrench in. Okay. Now we've got that thing's loose. The alternator upper bolt is loose. So the only thing I need to do from here is the bottom. And then like I said, I might need to take off this mounting bracket itself. So that whole bracket might need to come off to give me the space I need. We'll see. So I got that lower bolt out. The alternator should be ready to come out now. So I'm going to pry it from below, see if I can wiggle it loose, and then we'll pick it up from the top here. It's loose, but let's see if I can get it. Yes, I think that bracket's going to come off. So that upper alternator tensioning bracket starts here and then comes back kind of underneath this engine, and then I've got a 14mm socket stuck on that bolt, and I should be able to get it off right there, and then that bracket should come off. Oh, gosh. Okay. It's pretty tight. Get it off of this. Alright. So there it is. 14mm bolt holding that on. And so it was held on like that. Now, this alternator should be able to come out here. There it goes. Okay. Now, let's see if we can pull it out here. struggle's real. You saw live footage of me fishing that thing out of there. It is possible though. And like I said, the pulley seized up on this and broke the belt. And this was actually important because the alternator was not charging properly. It was at like 13.3 volts. After connecting this ground wire, we're over 14 volts now. So the battery light is now off. And now check this out. We started up and there are no check engine lights and it runs beautifully. So yeah, I'm really happy with the way this turned out